I remember it like it was yesterday. I came to class, sat in the back, ready to write down whatever the professor would put on the board, and just before I could reach up, my pen stated, today's topic, crisis theory, otherwise known as a broken heart. I laughed because I felt like I've been studying this subject long enough to have already earned my PhD with no student loans. So as I started to tune his voice out, I turned to my page and wrote crisis theory, 2012. First, it was denial that struck me like a silent virus, mixing my thoughts and emotions together, creating this idea that things would just blow over soon. Blindsided by my love for her, sat in the seat of my attachment, stopped at a red light. And just because the car is on doesn't mean that it's moving. So of course, every time I turn to scripture was somehow a confirmation of us having to be together. I thought that if we read enough and prayed enough, that God was in control of everything, would fix us, would fix this, would fix me. Funny thing about denial. Even when the word spells won't, we still claim that it says will. It's not that we refuse to accept hope, but that we can no longer identify with its meaning and the reality of pain that it bears. Even my vision of the spiritual walk became misleading. Like somehow it became perfect. Well, perfect for me. So when I was falling, it was okay because I was falling with you. And I tried to logically break down how we were meant to be together as if it had anything to do with logic. With this winter's tale that was spring shot us past summer until we fall again. Like a farmer miscounting his crops. Because you reap what you sow, which is why you can count the number of seeds in an orange, but not the number of oranges that come within the seed. I want to still catchphrases within our life. Like if we reach for the stars, it won't land on the moon. Knowing that this can never be because our universal love refused to revolve around the sun, the separation we face. Have me stuck in the mental prison where my seven walls repeat with every I love you, the cushion of my bed made from every soft moment that we share together, but not hard enough to block out the metal springs of disappointment that arrested on. Because the hardest thing I've had to do was to convince myself I'm not in love with you. See, the beach was my life. I thought of you as my sandcastle. Because no matter how much I enjoy spending time with you, I can never truly hold you. Because no matter how hard you grip the sand, it still manages to fall between your fingers. It starts with the phrase, we need to talk. Which has the power to make you think about every bad thing you've done in your whole entire life. I just wish that this pain would go away. And that somehow your pain, things would stay the same. But after a while it didn't. I grew angry. And I once heard when there's smoke, there's fire, and if that's true, I can't see anymore. Reality came in this pain, I can't breathe anymore. Because no amount of cast dice can clue me into this taboo of a board game. It felt like battleship when we spoke. My cranium couldn't connect or anything other than your chest. Like checkers, I would jump over anyone in order to be king. You were my Uno, that's the risk I took knowing it was trouble, so guess who would be strong enough to take this from me? He knew I would be sorry for my misdeeds because I finally understood that this was not Monopoly I was playing, this is life. And there's no second chance for Yahtzee, like giving apples to apples. I would hang on to this game and resent it forever. And we couldn't even sit at the same table together. Because I would see the cup as half empty and you would see it as half full, but I wonder, if we both drank it, would we end up in the same place? Maybe I bargain with her. Knowing all I have left in my hands is a helplessness and vulnerability, which is why I call you every night. I lost track of the many times when I just time out. I didn't lose track. I actually counted. Counted every late night written text message, every email, every phone call that I picked up, every voicemail. God, I've tried for so long to bear this burden of a broken heart alone. You said love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. All of which sort of applies to my relationship with her. So tell me, is it me? Have I done so much that things cannot be, God? I feel numb. Like that day downtown when she told me about the other guy. Time stopped. Yet somehow my mouth kept moving. And my ears were out of service, and I could see the men by the exit laughing at me. I said, somehow these things weren't justified. And at that point, I knew back then that I was in a depression. I was low. So low. I was so low, I could look up and see down right above me. I said I was low. So low, I could look up and see down right above me. And now, I'm sitting in class with all sorts of madness written in my notebook, and I have no choice but to turn the page and it dawns on me, Lord. They took you away. Now, Peter, was so brokenhearted that they were arresting him. He drew his sword, ready to defend him like a prized jewel, and that's not what you wanted of Peter. You saw your will for Peter. And all of humanity is far more important than Peter's emotional needs of the moment, although you knew how much your disciples would be brokenhearted. What you had planned was far better. So I, a broken Peter, have put down my sword, and just like the servant Peter struck and healed her, so that she can finally see you for who you really are, God, us. Every time I heard the word us, I thought it was between me and her, when in reality it was between me and you, God, us. Love bears all things, and not bear at all. Love believes all things, and I believe this is for the best. Love hopes all things, and this hope never fails. Love endures all things, but endurance must do its full work, so that I may be lacking nothing. And just like Peter, I ran to the tomb of our resurrected lives to see that he saved me from having a crisis in 2013.